All right, so Yasha. What are my thoughts going into this match? All right, so first things first. Because he's playing this team, the way you have to think about fighting something like this is very different from every other team. This team completely flips Dragon Ball on its head with how you have to deal with it. The rules I have set in place for the most part going into this was just be careful of the assists. Don't let the assist. Don't forget about the assist exists, because forget that he has an assist up and he has it up, and you press in a situation you shouldn't. That could just damn near be the reason you lose. Like, you could be winning, finessing the whole time. You forget barriers up one time. GG's, pack it up. Because the team mix up is so guaranteed and the damage is so high from those type of situations, especially if he presses the M button. So that's one rule. The next rule is I have a few things I just know Yasha likes to do personally, just from like past times playing him and whatnot. This is like my third time playing him in tournament, right? And I played him in casuals throughout the years. So yo, Neil with the raid, I appreciate it, man. How you been doing? So outside of those two, the last thing I had in my head was I can't let a Blue Gogeta game happen. And what I mean by that is sometimes Blue Gogeta just has these games where he just like runs through you completely. Like it's like you lose neutral in like 10 seconds because you fucked up your movement or something, or he was just right in a read and got you, like, he baited his assist correctly, whatever the case may be. Boom boom, puts you in an inescapable mix up, guessed wrong, get hit, you wake up, does it again, dead character. Your next character comes in, you'll either get medium starter and just get TOD'd right there, or get put in another 50-50 level 3 mix, another guess, dead. And like you can lose two characters within like 30 seconds. Like, it happens. It actually happens to me in this set. A Blue Gogeta game literally happened. It's how he won his game. And I feel like Blue Gogeta games are a little cap. They kind of feel like free wins, so to speak, because it's just like, well, damn, you didn't really work for this. You just kind of like Blue Gogeta started beating the brakes off me. But that's why the character's regarded as so strong, right? So in my head, I'm like those three things, right? Be aware of the assists. Remember some of the habits I know he has that I try to exploit a little bit, and do not let a Blue Gogeta game happen. And fortunately, I successfully met two of those requirements. The third one, no. So a Blue Gogeta game happened on game two, but it's fine. We'll see. We'll see how that happens, all right? But I actually like Blue Gogeta colors for the most part. I really like his green one. I might start using that one more, to be honest. All right, so what do I do round start? So round start, I do super jump JM, and that looks weird, right? I do neutral jump JM. I know that looks weird, but that's entirely on purpose. Why? Because realistically, that beats uh three. Wait, one, two, three. Yeah, no, it beats four of his most common round starts, so which is why I did it. Basically, I'm doing JM and I'm OSing JH in the middle of it, so that if he comes in contact with it, I immediately get a confirm. And Blue Gogeta players like to do a lot of things, especially this shell. You have like round start dash block off Vegito. Round start super jump JM plus Vegito is fucking broken because it's like a turnstile very fast. And if he does that, because I'm immediately doing JM, mines come out first, and I'll hit him out of his jam, and because I'm OSing JH in the middle of it, I get a free confirm. So which is what I'm looking for here. So he actually didn't get aggressive at all. He just he got away. So we're moving. The one thing about Yasha is he really stays on the ground a lot against Vegito. So I think he's trying to reflect it and like try to counter call it with barrier potentially. Did he try to counter call it? No, he didn't even do anything. It's fine. I got him to block Vegito first, and I put him in the first 50-50. I think he guessed wrong immediately, which is like, I'm like, thank God. It's like, I would rather them always guess wrong on my mix-ups. Oh no, he guessed right. So I gotta get away. So I lose neutral. I knew he was gonna enable super dash mix immediately, so that's why I just hit reflect. This is more so just like I felt like he was gonna go into mix up fast as fuck. So I was plus as hell. Funny enough, this was just 2S. This wasn't even JS. I didn't get my J2S. This was just 2S. But like he reacted so fast, he got hit. So look for DP, enable mix up. That was good. I get good combo damage here. Nice, that was good. He knew I was gonna try to chase his tech. Pretty dangerous, but because his team is like this, is actually like annoying to deal with. So it's actually fine by him. So boom, What did I press here? Oh, I think I thought it was a DR. I think I panicked on DR. These are like nerds getting to me. That's what it was. Uh, I like panic. This is a terrible confirm by him. I don't know what the fuck this was. What he's supposed to do is he's supposed to just press H. Like that thing has a built-in hit confirm. I think this is like a panic. Like both our nerves are getting to me. This is a terrible confirm by him. I guessed on defense. It's just nerves. Initially, you gotta get them. You gotta get out. The longer you get into the set, the more they go away for the most part. But that was a good confirm by me. I didn't want to block this team, so like this is extremely risky. But like blocking this team in this situation is like basically not guaranteed at the spark, but like it's a very bad situation, like very 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 bad situation, because gambling EX DP on wake up, like grounded EX DP is risky because if he does like, let's say he does super dash plus assist, the barrier will eat the DP and then I die. He does assist DR, the barrier will eat the DP and I die. If I do nothing, he does super dash mix and I'm in a 50-50, or he could fuzzy me and I can wake up into an invisible DR. Like it's very bad. So what I choose to do is I choose to do something a little scrubby to like try to get out of the situation, which I do up tech light DP, call Vegito. And fortunately he just mashed 2H. He didn't actually try to see where I went. He didn't do jump up L. And his 2H puts him away from the barrier, so his barrier couldn't protect him. And then I actually hit confirm this like this is a nice hit confirm. I like the dash was definitely nice on my part. But yeah. This is the reason why I did this. And I think I actually kill him for this. Shout out my main bitch Labcoat for building a shit ton of meter. I love that. That's something his team can't do. Like my team is like more aggressive as far as neutral goes, and his team is more defensive. Like he's aggressive in different situations, but they're running the same two-touch game plan. I run the two-touch game plan better with my team, though, for sure. So I won the point war. Another rule about this team is you have to kill a character fast. If you're ever fighting Yasha team, one of your main priorities is getting rid of someone fast. I don't care who it is. You have to get rid of someone. Preferably a supporting character. So preferably it's Vegito or 17. But you need to get rid of someone fast. Blue Gogeta dying early for the Yasha team is like best case scenario if someone has to die, because Blue Gogeta can kind of get sacked off and the team can still kind of function a little bit. But if you kill a supporting character first, then the team comp basically falls apart. Not completely, but it's nowhere. It's not a super team anymore. If all three characters are alive on this team, forever long you let that happen, it's one of the best teams in the game, arguably the best team in the game. Like you have to be very careful when the team is at this state. Like so, killing a character is like extremely important. So. Getting first blood and like this, getting first blood in a Blue Gogeta mirror is honestly the most important thing, realistically. You're carried, Hikari. Your ass is. Ah man, I'm gonna let you have your W still. Just know. So, kill the first character, which is nice. Bring Vegito in. So Vegito versus Vegito, but he has barrier. I don't have meter. He has meter. I'm chilling. So now I'm just like waiting. I don't want to take too much risk. I just want to like safely take my turn. That was a good light legs. I should have did JM. That was good on him, his part. You was good. I almost said Mitsuki, and I forgot how to pronounce her name again, so I didn't do it. But I remember you saying you didn't want me to pronounce it like that, so I didn't. So he brings in Vegito. The reason he's doing this is because he wants to just keep the team order the same. Preferably Vegito has to be out on point. You always want 17 in the back on the team for the most part, unless like it's a different situation. But when like your characters are healthy, you want him in the back. Honestly, this is me trying to read one of his habits that I notice he has. He always looks for down tech and he immediately presses 5L. But my initial so here this is actually funny because we both read each other's habits. So I'm reading his habit of waiting for down tech and immediately pressing 5L. And I was going to do that and then just kill him for it, right? But I always don't down tech in a situation because normally I know to not do this, so I choose like a back tech, delay 4 tech, something, right? So he initially looks for down tech, but then he reads the tech I usually do, so he jumps. He never jumps right here. So like we both read each other habits. It looked ugly. So I jump. It's fine. He's plus. That was a misinput. Okay. So like at this point, so right here, I'm like, fuck. I went to reflect. I was like, all right, we're fine. At this point, I'm like, okay, I hate Vegito first and foremost because I'm minus 47 now. But at this point, I'm looking at my health and I'm like, all right, I'm playing way too risky. I'm like, I need to calm down. I was like, I need to slow the game down. I'm like scrambling with him a little too much. So you'll notice I actually like get the fuck away from him right here. And I was right in that decision because he keeps trying to scramble with me. You notice how he kept going forward? So like, I kind of like felt him out. I was like, all right, I feel like you want to keep scrambling me, so I'm gonna get away. And he literally just ran at me. Like, I was like, no doubt. He definitely tried to do run up 5M. That's the Yasha special. He just runs up full screen and presses 5M. But I don't think he even tries to dash block. He just runs at you, right? So he actually lost a good chunk of health for that too. Look how much damage like Banshee Blast plus the assist does. Like, look how much it chunked him initially. Look at this. Look at himself. Like, that's a lot of damage before the combo even starts. So I get a good situation. Right here, I am 100% sure his spark got counter hit. He sparked right here. This is definitely spark. So this is lucky on my part. I definitely counter hit his spark. He doesn't even have 3 bars, so it couldn't have been level 3. So he perishes for that mistake. I bring in Blue Gogeta again, just like the Oblivion game, because I want to enable the one touch, and I drop the combo. So I actually get mad aggressive right here. I normally never do this, but I was like, I'm trying to, like, I'm forcing the spark or you're losing the game. So this is a guess for game right here. Like, he has to spark or this is guess for game. And I hit it, and I dropped the fucking combo, because I know where I dropped it. So I did. Boom, boom, boom. You're supposed to delay Vegito a little bit more. Like, that's where I fucked up. You can, like, fix it, but it's annoying, because the game actually got a little scary because of it. So I scrubbed them out. I did protect the super dash plus assist. He actually got hit. It's at counter, so he probably like shot Key Blast or something, or I hit Empty Vanish or something. So I'm keeping Blue Gogeta out because at this point I'm okay if he dies, even if it's sparking sequence, because Lab Coat's still alive. So I knew he was going to Empty Vanish. This was annoying. I went to jump in. Alright, so I'm not going to lie. I did not think the low reached me that far. I know this character, so I'm surprised. Again, I think heat of the moment stuff. But I didn't know this was a thing either. But this makes a lot of sense. Single hit high blocks on that true strings in advantage, so he can do this if I crouch block it. That makes a lot of sense. So I guess for future reference, don't crouch block that move when he's in sparking, or else you get fucked. It's fine. I got hit with this mixturization station. He builds a shit ton of meter for this, which is annoying for me. He did a bad combo though. He actually could have built like, no bullshit, like an extra bar and a half. He could have been like 5.5 bars. This is actually important in these situations. So I have 2 bars. Debuff can't checkmate him yet. But when this happened, I was like, the second I seen him block this shit in the air, I'm like, oh yeah, it's over for you. This is improv. So I saw this. So I walked backwards and I did 6H. And funny enough, I didn't actually think I was going to get the 6H. I thought I was going to be on the other side. But I actually was on this side, fortunately. And that is not blockable. That was too much to block. So, game 1 complete. So, notes from this game is, I played it really well. I trolled dropping that combo, but that's execution. That's different. The game should have just been over the second I put him in the mix-up. So, like, as far as the game plan goes, I was 100% correct. Execution was something different. And then this fucking Blue Gogeta game happens, and I'm like, ugh. So he goes character select screen. He backs up. So let's see what happens here. So he gets like mighty aggressive here. And this is actually, so if I did the same round start as I did last time, this would actually hit him, right? So this is the same reason I did the round start first time, right? Like, if I did it right here, he would have just gotten hit. Or at the very least, he would have blocked, and I would have put him in a 50-50. I tried to counter call Lab Coat, but she gets JM'd. He tried to fuzzy me. He went low. That's annoying because Super Dash beats the low, so it's kind of risky doing the Super Dash a little bit. Or going low off this mix-up. But it's a I know you know mind game. That's what happened. So that was really good by him. So get two touched again. I try to see if he dodge blocks. I get out of the mix-up. He's so fucking bad at this game. I'm so annoyed this happened. This is actually why I lost this game. This one interaction. This is why I'm always so careful. Because look at this shit. He blocks lab coat in the air, bro. I'm like plus 50. Why are you mashing? And why is your 5L kick taking you out of range of my same side option? Like, come on. Like, that's bullshit. Like, give me that. I didn't deserve that. Like, I was actually so right too. It's just fucking Blue Gogeta's 5L is insane. So not only did he take himself out of range of the same side option, I freaking perished for this. And like, this is really bad because not only did I get two touched, I got two touched by a medium actual combo and a medium starter. So if you look at his meter, he has a lot to spare. This is very bad. Like, this is a really bad situation. He has 3 bars outright. This is TOD. This is TOD range. Like, he could theoretically, if he has my next character, he could choose a TOD if he wants to. So I lost the Blue Gogeta mare on the point war, and that's so bad for this. Unless you have like a really strong comeback character. So in my head, I'm just like, all right, I gotta get these assists away from, or out of him. So he calls his first assist. That was actually me trying to blow up his habit I remembered from Worlds. I didn't even check to see if he was doing it. I literally just tried to blow it up first try. Like, that was me being a little greedy. But it's fine because I got the assist out of him. Like, get away. That was a bad assist call on me. Again, nerves. That was good. I don't know why I did success here. Normally, I don't do success unprotected like this. This is me just being a little desperate because I'm losing. And he definitely air dashed at me. So that was good. So bombos are enabled, and it's only been 65 seconds so far, right? Yes. So I just died within 70 seconds, which is again the Blue Gogeta game, right? And this all started because he fucking mashed like plus 50, like brother, come on, like, he fucking air block lab clones. Like, you know what? I'm gonna mash. Funny enough, if I literally do the same side option right, that beats only like DR. Like, it's fine though. So whatever, get away. I think I got greedy with my spark. That was good. This is a habit he read from me, which is funny because I actually like have it in my notes to stop shooting this much key blast. I just sometimes forget. I'm only supposed to shoot like 1 or 2, and if I shoot 1 or 2, he dies for this. That's why you're supposed to only shoot 1 or 2. So level 3 finally. I actually don't think Yasha level 3 is enough. I think you should level 3 a lot more, but that's my personal opinion. He chooses not to level 3 Blue Gogeta, which is kind of weird. So I go for a meter build right here. Funny enough, this is me not trusting myself. I literally told myself he's going to DP once I do it once. And again, this is a recurring habit. This is actually why I lost to Kane. I didn't trust my reads. Honestly, like realistically, I would have 3-0'd Kane if I just trust in my reads and don't second guess it. But that's a problem for another video, right? But I didn't trust that read. I knew for a fact he was gonna DP, but I second guessed myself last second and I got punched in my mouth. Keep the combo extra long, and then now this is like really rough. This is still doable, but it's like rough. Nice, that was a good tech. So he's definitely trying to like kill me right here. So this is annoying because this is actually a bait. He can actually. This is what I mean by you have to always be aware of the assist, because under normal circumstances you try to run up immediately right here, right? But like I am trying to like safely poke him while trying to be careful. I'm actually trying to happy birthday him right here. Like, at this point in games, I start, like, fishing for happy birthdays a little bit, because I'm, like, realistically, like, it's going to be so fucking hard unless I happy birthday him to make this comeback. So, he fortunately blocks, or fortunately for him, he blocks, whatever, and then I don't take the DR, because I'm shaky, I guess? And I don't take it again, because I kind of, like, just, it's so too hard to make the comeback. It's just, fuck. Just let it go. But like that match is annoying because as you've seen the Blue Gogeta game happen, right? Like that was one of the things I wanted to prevent the most, which is having a game like that happen, where he just kind of runs his momentum the entirety of the game without like ever having to stop. And it actually all started from him mashing on like plus 50, so nice. So he got the misinput. He got the JM misinput. Fortunately for me. This what happens if you. So the reason why this input occurs is when you like approach with like a falling JM, you basically try to switch from holding forward. Like let's say you're fast falling forward, right? You try to switch to block and then you press JM. But because you roll the input, you will sometimes get DP in the air, and that's exactly what happened. And I'm not trying to beat him, start him on the ground, because 17's a bitch, so I just jump and punish him. Bad conversion, but it's okay because I have both of my assists, so he can actually steal 2-touch from the situation, I believe. I look for reflect. So right here, I look for reflect because... so I look for reflect outside of mashing range. So if he mashes here, he gets whiff punished, and if he reflects, I punish him. So I was just saying, because like when shit gets rough, a lot of people choose like pretty stupid options or very risky options. So I was looking for, he didn't give it to me, so I just put him in the guaranteed 50-50. And told him, did I try? I think I had tried. So yeah, I tried. I was just get away. I read sometimes, and it's so annoying. On everything, I was thinking I'm gonna jump and super him. I literally jumped level 1, and then I was just like, what if he doesn't do it though, and I get like I explode for it? I'm like, nah, it's not. I was like, it's not worth it because I trust myself. I win, like. But it's just getting used to competing. So this time I actually up-teching the situation. He looked for down tech, right? Funny enough, he could have like killed me for this. I don't think he was aware of the situation. Like, I am moving forward. He will miss. Okay. So his assists are coming up. I have to outweight them. So basically, I'm shooting a lot right here because my assists are down. So I'm like, I need to stall your approach as much as possible. So I start shooting a lot. Like, get the fuck away from me. Go back to mid screen. Shoot more. I sniped his assist, which is what I was looking for. I finally got the Blue Gogeta snipe. Yeah, whenever I'm shooting like this, sometimes I'm actually just trying to hit his assists, and I got it. So now his assists are down, I can kind of go in. I hit his other assist too. I'm surprised he went in right there. That was a good movement by him. He actually like approached on some like. I held tag. Oh my god, I'm so annoyed. So here's another bad habit I have coming out. It's a good habit done in the wrong situation. So I block all this, whatever. I block this, whatever. I do not know why. Or no, so here's what happened. I thought I blocked the 6M, so I input dash block because sometimes they do like 6M backdash. So like I don't do it every time. Sometimes I just do it to check a little bit, right? Because Vegito players love that backdash 5M. And because he fucking missed, it fucked up because I was so hyper focused on doing it because I didn't think he'd miss. Yeah. And then he still pressed 5M. Like, are you insane? I can TOD you for this. If I press 5L, you die. Like, this is what I mean by like this team gives you brain rot. Like, why are you whipped a whole ass 6M and you still press 5M, and then it fucking worked. I'm like, oh my god, when this happened, I'm like, you're so scrubby. I'm like, whatever. But I this is so annoying. So I just explode right here. He didn't even have barrier assist. He doesn't care. It's fucking brain rot. So I think I actually lose the point war because of this. Alright. I literally took it a step further. I did up tech and I used both of my assists this time. The reason I used both of my assists was I'm like, you probably thought you blocked it. You have a lot of time to confirm if somebody blocks the 6M or not. Like, that's a lot of time. 6Ms are very active. He's just definitely just being bad at the game. But it's fine. So I do up tech and I call both my assists. And I was just like, please let me not get put in this guess. DR'd him. I'm like, alright, I'm getting away. So now... This is actually really fortunate for me. Once I got this, once I got this jam, I was like, yes, and I can get him out. I didn't even choose the side switch right here. And I dropped it and I was like, no! I was like, please! So I dash blocked this, right? I'm actually, this dash block was fast as fuck, right? I don't know if you saw it. You saw that? I did that so he wouldn't left right me. And then I fucked up my OS. So literally, he wins the point war for being bad at the game. The 2 times he killed me in the point war is because he's being fucking garbage, and it works because his game sucks so bad. So I'm like not tilted because I'm in the middle of a tournament, but I'm thinking I'm like if I lose, I'm going to be so annoyed because I'm just like he's being terrible and it's working. But I'm like in my head, I'm just like, all right, pay attention, because in my head, like I'm literally outplaying him this entire set. Like realistically. Like, the second game he won was because he mashed on plus 50 and Blue Gogeta 5-0 moves him so... Every other character in that situation gets hit. Even if I did the J2S the actual way and didn't fuck up the input to it, he still gets hit. So I lose the point where because of that the first game. This game I lost the point where because he's whiffing buttons into still pressing 5-them against Blue Gogeta ball characters. Right? So in my head I'm like, I am outplaying him, so as long as I keep it clean, I should be fine. I actually, like, I wasn't too pressed in the situation. Because, like, I felt as if I was really outplaying him this entire set. So, in my head, I'm like, all right, I could just... If I keep outplaying him and those bogus interactions don't happen anymore, I was like, I'm going to win. So, that's kind of how I looked at it. So, let's see what happens. So, he kept Blue Gogeta out, which is I completely disagree with. This is him being greedy. This is a terrible decision. I actually told Hikari to stop doing this stupid shit too. It's not worth it. Keep your team comp alive. Like this is, he put himself in one touch from literally everything, even a vanish confirm. But again, this team, so I have to like wait for this team almost, which is annoying because I tried to punish this. I keep trying to do this to beams. I can't. So because he shoots 5 key blasts, I'm trying to shoot this to punish the beam because I know he's going to beam. And you see me try to get over the beam and shoot the key blast, but because it's so active, I fell into active frames. So like, I'm like, oh, that's so annoying. And this team's about to put me in the meanest Gesture character I've ever seen in my life. How did I win this? What happened? Bringing this character, I still disagree. He should have probably brought in 17. This isn't like the worst though. So we tech that, we're chilling. No, it confirms. Cross the super dash, yay! He dropped the confirm. Which is funny because he didn't need this. He could have just went to super. But again, this game is being better than me. I get fucking cross up super dashed. Like, come on. Like, please. Work will be here. So I'm keeping it safe. Go for pressure. So right here, I'm just trying to get him to interact with his vanish situation. So now, you know, go for pressure. Let's try to snipe his assist. Oh my god, lab coat saved my ass. Do you know how close I was to... Oh my god! Ah! Blue Gogeta almost kicked me in my fucking mouth, bro. It's fine, though. So we go for pressure. He's a fucking masher. Like, stop whiffing. What the fuck? Like, bro, you see him trying to scrub me out this whole game? Like, bro, he's winning. Why would you mash in this situation? I don't know. Maybe it's, like, the difference of how we think. But, like, I'm thinking, like, brother, do you see your lead you have with Spark and you choose to mash against Vegito in the corner with no assists? Really? Like, this is like when I saw this, I'm like, there's no. When I saw this, I'm like, all right, he's being a fucking masher. Like, I'm just like, he's just trying to scrub me out. Like, this entire set, I'm thinking like he's literally trying to scrub me out so much. Like, and it's working a little bit. That mash is crazy. I do not understand why he would do that. That is, I don't. Maybe if it was a character who enables very scary mix-ups in that situation, I understand because you're trying to not get put in that situation. But brother. It's Vegito in the corner with no assists. And you have a defensive assist. So I can't even reset my assists without, like, you getting your assist out. So, like, I don't know. So I get a spark first, which is really important. So in this situation, if you're losing like this, if you can somehow get them to spark before you spark, that is extremely important. So because of that mash, he has to spark first, which is again why I'm saying it was a very stupid decision on his part, right? Because now this situation happens because he did it. He tries to 6 hit my landing. I blocked it, but he actually DRs me, which was actually a good DR. I didn't expect him to actually just straight up go for the DR. I thought he was going to try to spark bait me. So now I'm exploding for this. Honestly, I should have sparked on his 17 because I could have just killed a 17, but it's fine. Vegito comes in. So, like, I'm waiting right now. So he actually played this really well, this situation. I'm not going to lie. So he looks for spark right here. Looks for it again. He finally gets it. I finally spark. He blocks it. I empty vanish, and I immediately do EX spin, and literally by a pixel, he gets out of range of it. So I'm chilling. Vegito, thank you for taking the hit. Appreciate you. So when I shot this Ki Blast, I'm like, oh no. Because like I saw the angle. I was like, this is bad because I thought I was about to get jumped in on. So I immediately empty vanish, but because I know the matchup, I jump forward to not get air grabbed. Because I thought he was going to do air grab. Realistically. Right? So I jumped forward to not get air grab. If he did jump back, L, call assist. But it's fine. Because I'm chilling. I hit him with the 6M. I start enabling bombos. I don't even think I level 3 him right here. Do I level 3 him right here? Oh, I did. Okay. So now I put him in a really scary situation. I still have Spark. So I'm not too sure what happened here. I don't remember. Oh, yeah. So a 17 assist can't be matched like this in this situation. Not in the corner, it can't. So I did this to check for him trying to be bad, basically. Because in this situation, there's a good chance he probably wouldn't have wanted to take the mix up. So either he's mashing reflect, holding tag, mashing assists, level 3, like mashing, like something to not block, right? Anything but block. So I'm trying to like look for it, right? So I do IED, nothing, call Vegito. And then once I see 17, I'm like, I'm behind this assist. 17, well, you can actually jump behind him in the corner in this situation. So he actually isn't that relevant. And then I guess he didn't see my other IED because of the smoke screen. So how did the crowd react? I never paid attention, actually. Wade's trolling with the megaphone. That's hilarious. Who's on the right laughing? Who is that? Was that Fred? This is definitely not part of the analysis. I just want to see. No, that wasn't Fred. Okay. So basically, in this situation, I'm thinking, all right, you feel me? I took a sip of my water. I'm like, all right. So I'm like, he has the lead, but lead because my characters zone him the fuck out. Like his characters get zoned out bad by my characters. So even though he does have the lead, there's a good chance I'm just going to get the lead for eventually from a straight hit. So I steal the screen positioning. I just get aggressive round start. I hit his assist, so I'm like, let's go. But I'm like, I don't trust you, so I'm just gonna jump and then Ki Blast you, cause just for like safe pressure, right? And actually catch his jump frame, which is why I go for safe pressure like that. Fortunately, see, like zoners can usually like catch you inputting something. You know what's funny? I was thinking to myself, I was just like, don't do the side switch, and at the same time, I'm just like, you know what? I trust my execution. So this side switch is good because I get the command throw, and I throw him. I keep the corner positioning with the command throw, so I'm a lot more plus, a way better Oki situation, get health back, and I keep a mid-screen positioning. So I'm looking for him being bad, and he is bad. He starts mashing. But because I know how this team works, I'm not stupid. Bro, look, he's literally, bro, he tried to scrub me out this whole set. Look at him. Look. He started fucking mashing. 17 assists, get away, float. That was good, he caught me. I fuzzy jumped right here because I wasn't trying to get left-righted. And then I'm like, he's been trying to scrub me out this whole set. So I'm like, he's going to keep trying to scrub me out. Like in my head, I'm like, he's not going to stop. He hasn't stopped this whole set. Why would he stop now, right? So I go for the safe pressure. I do -4 dash block off Geo just to see what he does, right? Because he's in this situation, when debuff kills you, this is a very scary situation because that means you can't take the debuff anymore. It will just kill you. So in my head, I'm like, he's been trying to scrub me out this whole time. Plus debuff kills him, so I'm just checking. So I do the thing that covers everything. I do dash block, call Vegito. He DPs me, 2H'd him, get my health back. So, like I said earlier, because I recognized how he kept trying to scrub me out, I was like, this is fine. Like, I was like, as long as I keep playing clean, as long as some random shit doesn't happen to me, I was like, I feel like I should win. If you debuff, it would aid his DP anyways. Yeah, but I wasn't trying to play that. Like, depending on the timing, you might get. I wasn't doing all that. I went for the Omega safe option because I'm like, you're trying to just scrub me out. So I'm checking the desperation basically over and over again. So at this stage of the game, I'm like, all right, I have the lead, 80 seconds on the clock. I'm waiting, literally just making it hard for him as possible. So she can actually whiff a key, or she can actually shoot a key blast and still have time to anti-air you, right? Frame 1. So, you know, typical fighting game shit. Fireball, fireball, and then anti-air the jump in. So now I'm not doing the side switch. I chose to keep my assist because now he is in a guess for game situation, virtually. And, you know, Oki, the good Oki. So, and I go for this mix-up. So this mix-up was actually like Omega layered. Let me explain like how this actually works. So basically, usually you could do like IED with jail button, and if somebody's fuzzy mashing on this situation, if you try to go for this fake mix-up, you'll get hit, right? Like because you're not plus. So what I did was I did empty jump, call Vegito to try to bait the fuzzy mash first. Because if he thought it was the fake mix-up, he would have pressed into Vegito and he would have died. And then if he doesn't press in this situation, I use the plus frames from Vegito to actually set up the empty jump. But this time it's invisible because it's layered with an assist. If that makes sense, right? So it's literally like a triple layer mix-up. This mix-up is damn near impossible to block. I'm not gonna lie. Funny enough, I stole this from Kaiden. He used to do this to the French players all the time with cooler DP assist, and it worked really well. Like it worked really, really well. So, and it's funny because he actually fuzzy mashed the second time. You'll see it right here. But it's 2+. You can't. So, not gonna lie, I was not gonna pop off on Yasha again. I was not gonna pop off on him again. I did my little celebration because I made the comeback against this team, which is damn near impossible. But I was going to shake his hand, be a little high, and be like, all right, it's it. Until Mr. Miller pulled up out of nowhere and got me hyped. Then I had to pop off on him. Like, I got infected by Mr. Miller's energy. Acoustics, yes. It's his fault that Yasha got popped off on. So this was hype. I actually didn't even watch the pop off. I only remember Acoustics and Nitro. J-Bo's there. This was hype. This was hype. I feel bad. I try to hug Yasha because I'm caught up in the moment. That nigga's like, get your hands off me. He's tight. I understand. I'm gonna be honest. I should apologize to him because true story. In the hotel room, not the hotel room, but at Posey's crib. We were literally talking about tournament losses and how certain players act at tournament losses. And something like, apparently they were complaining because this is something Wawa does that they hate. If Wawa beats you, he will look at you and be like, you're so good though. He'll be like, you're so good. You made it so hard to like reassure you. And like Kane and Yasha made it very adamant. They hate that shit. They're like, that is so annoying for them, right? Like, and I've never did this to anyone. But I don't know if it was like subliminal messaging or I was just being unaware in the moment. But I literally walked up to him and I said, you are so good. It is so hard to beat you. The day after, he told me he hates this shit. And then like after I did that, I felt so bad. I'm like, oh my God. I was like, he told me he hates that, then I did it. It wasn't on purpose. If you're watching this, Yasha, I promise you it wasn't on purpose. I promise you that wasn't on purpose. I definitely need to apologize to him. I was going to do it yesterday, but I was like, I'm going to let him go through his depression arc for like a day or two and then send him the apology. But that was hilarious. He left because, he left because he's just upset because he lost. I doubt this is why he left. Not this. But they did vocally tell me how much this annoys them. They're like, they hate when people do that. And I've never did this to anyone except for him. So I actually feel really bad. And you can tell because I tried to say it to him and he look at him. He's like, get the fuck off me. Look at him. Look at him. He's like, get your hands off me. I think I tried to hug him. I don't know if I did. I think I tried to whisper to him or hug him or just talk to him. Or, like, he's just... He's like, nah. He's like, nah, get your hands off me. He's like, get the fuck off me. I respect it, honestly. I would have probably acted the same. I usually hug after I lose. Me personally. I'm more so sad than upset. I get sad. So, me personally, if the roles are reversed, I would have took the hug. But I completely understand. Did Yasha and Kane say if Wawa ever play again? Wawa hates Labco so much so to the point where he is done competing as long as she reigns supreme. That's as far as I know. So, GG's to Yasha. This game is kind of annoying because he definitely kept trying to rob me the whole game, and like it was like half and half. Half the times it worked, half the time it didn't, even though I tried to check it every time. But the nature of this meta and his team kind of really lets him get away with that for the most part. So, yeah, GG's to him though.